This is a screencast on how to improve the vocabulary in your writing, or more precisely how you can use precise words and phrases to enhance your writing. Now when we talk about precise words, that's a broader group of words that fall under, that have many different words in it. So precise words can include technical words. These are words that are specific to do with a topic. So if we're writing about soccer, it would be things like soccer ball, goal post, shin pads, whistle, linesman, referee, that type of thing. Descriptive verbs and adjectives, and these are specifically to do with the way that people move or describing something. So rather than saying I went to the shop, you would say I pranced, I danced, I walked, I strode, I sprinted. All those words are just make it more specific to help the reader imagine what you're talking about. And the last one is specific naming words, like Antarctica, Adolf Hitler. These tend to be names of people and places. Now, before we go into strategy, let's just take a look at some examples. So this one here, this is an example of writing in terms of its vocabulary that's rated below the 7/8 standard. The first thing is it does use some, if you like, technical words to do with that. Stadium, countries, if we scroll on a bit further, rugby, soccer, half-time, gymnastics. All of those things just adds more information, but it doesn't really help the writer to get more meaning from the text. If we go to the one that's rated at the Year 7/8 standard based for vocabulary, you'll see that it uses a variety of precise words in here, and what they're trying to do here is really emphasize around friendship. This is a information report on friendship. So you notice they use a word like virtues, respect, support, honesty, helpful, love. All of these help with the meaning of what it means to be a friend. So rather than the last one, which was just getting more information, these actual words are in here helping the writer to understand. And then finally, we have the one rated above the standard. This is a section taken from an information report on global warming. Now this one here, the vocabulary is used to create precise images. So I'll give you some example, and there's technical vocab and all sorts of precise words in here. So, precise images, harmful fumes. So fumes is a technical word, and they've used a descriptive verb in there to help them to create that image of harmful fumes. Man-made objects is another one. Electric appliances. That's just some examples of how they've added to the meaning. So used a combination of technical words and descriptive verbs. And also at the same time they've actually used naming words, global warming, greenhouse gases. Now if we go back a step, and let's go back to this one here, we're now going to use a strategy to make this one a bit better. So this is a information report explaining why there needs to be a sports stadium in Kapiti. So let's take the first strategy. Brainstorm words to do with the topic. So very quickly I can brainstorm some specific words to do with stadium. So I'm going to type in stadium, but other words I can think of are ground, crowd, noise, cheering, etc. Now all I've tried to do there is just come up with a few. You would spend a lot longer. I'm just going to quickly move on to the next bit here. So now my next step is to identify simple language. So this sentence here, I think that a sports stadium would give a chance for sports teams to play in front of a crowd. Now I want to add a descriptive verb in here to add meaning to this. So what I could then add is I could go and use a thesaurus if I needed to, but I'm going to add a word in here, and I'm going to add the word supportive crowd, maybe. Boisterous crowd sounds great. That's what I would add in there. So by simply adding that, I'm increasing the vocab. I'm creating more meaning for the reader. Therefore, my writing is improving. So just remember, when we use the strategies, remember BIT. Brainstorm some words to do with the topic first. Identify simple language. And then look for places where you can do it so it adds meaning so that the reader can create precise images in their head. That's what precise words do.